Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for the Business of Gratitude Marketing. And my name is Kate Lanigan McGregor, and I'm doing this as part of our BBM 30-day challenge. My business promise was to do one thank you note a day according to the Bold Day Challenge guidelines. So I just thought I'd share with you how that works, okay? And this presentation is from a couple of different initiatives that I've done in the past. And so I just kind of want to review it because I think it's really cool. And as a result of checking in with me today, you will have the tools necessary to begin your Bold Day Challenge and understand why gratitude marketing is a critical part of your strategic and comprehensive approach to marketing. Okay, so I'm in a business where people are looking for people to work with, and a lot of times they're like, I need external things, like I need Zillow or I need Realtor.com, and I'm like, sometimes you just need to come within, and this is kind of what the theme is on the Bold Day Challenge. Okay, and today's we're going to talk about the good old-fashioned thank you notes and how you can connect with current potential clients and what it means to them, and how you can use big data and the Internet of Things to your benefit, and why we need reviews and how to get them and what to do with them. Okay, so those are some of the things we'll talk on today. Mostly we're talking about the cards though. So gratitude marketing by the Bold Day Challenge is a system based on one thank you note per day, and it's sent to a client, a peer, a person of interest. It has a strategic special message in there. So in there, there's something that really connects you to the person that you've written it for. And so that person feels like, oh my gosh, they're talking to me. Okay. It's handwritten by you, and it's branded with your special signature, and it's tracked and included on a database, and it becomes part of your client appreciation program. Okay. So we don't just do doing random thank you cards is awesome. However, when you put it into a system, it's something that you can watch, track, and develop. And it's a nice way to grow a business. And so I like to remember it by the acronym CARDS. All right, so what you want to do is you want to catch them doing something right, okay? And you want to have an attitude of gratitude when you're writing these. And then you want to record them and add to your database and create this as a daily prospecting habit. And then again, your special significant message is your gift of words. Okay, and so I just kind of want to just touch on what happens when you are looking to catch people doing things right. Guess what happens to you? You feel better, right? You're no longer grouchy and filled with road rage and all that kind of stuff. Instead, you're looking for things that people are doing well and right and nice. And it just kind of creates a whole new different vibe. Okay, so one of the things people always say is like, who can I send them to? So you can send them to somebody who believed in you or somebody who made an impact in your life. And I used in that picture one of my dad, because there's a lot of people who he has impacted. He now works with me over at Bold Moves Real Estate, and he is probably the warrior on this Bold Day Challenge. And what's happened is all of these notes that he writes out, and he writes them out daily, they've gone to past students, past coaches, past parents, people that have been to his school with him, all over the place. And what's happened is he's created this legacy with these people that he's given this gift of his words to. And there's been so many times that they've had just such amazing, overwhelming, really, comments about the impact of this. Okay, you can write them as an apology to something that happened or something that went wrong. One of my favorite ones to do is if I haven't been in contact with somebody and I want to reestablish relationship with them, I kind of write them and I'm sorry, or I find a card that's like, I've been under this rock, or oops, I messed up, or something. But I break the cycle of it's been too long, I can't reach out to them now, because you know what, that's really harmful for us and hurtful for us, and we're missing out on some really great opportunities to be in touch with people who we really want to be in touch with. Okay, and the next person you can send them to is notes of congratulations. So, when someone doesn't have people to write them to, I will say, get the newspaper and get the local publications and cut out those people that have been recognized in there, whether it's, a person for business or for sports or their children or some sort of accomplishments. And you can either send them to that person, or what you can do is you can send them to that person's important other person. So for example, if it's a child that's in the sports, I'll send it to their parents and say, I thought you might want another bragging copy of this. If it's a parent who's doing something, I'll send it to their kids or the spouse or their parents and say, look what your son or daughter has done now, or your child, so now a kid gets something from you just showing like, listen, thank you so much for sharing your mom with me. She just hit tops in sales for the month, something like that. So you're finding other ways to communicate. One of my favorite all-time cards that I saw is, an offer to help. And this one, it was this card that I'm showing you there. It was actually one doggy, one woman's dogs sent a note to another woman's dog who was hurt, and just kind of a condolence. And like, it was so creative and it was so impactful because it was so different. And I'll tell you, that person, the person who had the sick dog, she'll never forget that card. And I'm sure she will never throw it away. This right here is an unexpected compliment. This is my daughter had given me for Christmas one year, and it was probably one of my all-time favorite gifts ever, was 365 reasons why she loved me. And every day I picked one out. And every day I looked forward to that. And, it's funny, I was just talking with her about this today and saying how I was going to talk about it. And she said, I thought that was one of those things that I'd put there and, throw them in there, and you might look at it once or twice and then you'd forget about it. And I'm like, no, it transformed me, and it transformed my relationship with her. And she's like, I would have done them neater or something, but they were just perfect. And you can see all the different little ones in there. We have since taken, a lot of the who to write thank you cards to and put them on little forms and slips. And we use them as tools in our office for when people can't remember who to write them to. So they pull out a slip, and that's who they write it to. So we've kind of made it a fun little game. Okay, so how do you write a card? Like, what exactly do you put into a card? These are some tips. The first is an observation. What is an observable event that they did that you can comment on? Okay, so not like a you did great kind of thing, but wow, when I gave you water at that water stop in the 5K, I was so impressed with your stride and how you were running, and something like that. The impact. What kind of impact did it have on you? So it's like, when I saw that you volunteered and you raised X amount of dollars for the Jimmy Fund, I just was so, it impacted me, and it made me realize I want to volunteer more, or something. Well, how did you get impacted by that? And then appreciation, what your sincere appreciation is for that person's service, or for that achievement, or for whatever it is that you're thanking them. Okay. And again, so one of the reasons why I feel like this gratitude marketing is so important now is that there's so many things that are being analyzed, as big data, right? Or I call it Big Daddy. And in the Internet of Things, everything is almost out of our control, that there's so much information on it, and it's like, the ratings and rankings and this and that. And so what happens to the little person? Well, if you're creating your own sphere of influence in your own business, then you're not going to be affected and negatively affected by all of these, huge accumulations of data. Okay, and in real estate, again, we have the Zillow and News Corp, and they're fighting over the data and who has good data, and they have ratings and rankings, and so we have such little control over what they're doing. Okay, however, we can control our pen and paper, right? And again, for me, it's like these mega companies and these power companies, and is bigger, better. And, I feel like we're circling it around, that people want that human touch. Okay. And they want to talk to you on the phone again, and they want to see you in person, and they would love to get, a card from you. Okay. This is one of my cards. I'll show it to you in a bit. So anyway, that's what I believe. I believe we're going back. Now, again, that's how I feel. There's the handbook that I gave you the other day, and, talks about the proof of what doing appreciation marketing and gratitude marketing does for your business. So, one of the things is that it does so many things for you, but you're doing so many things for someone else as well. And so it's just a huge critical thing. Okay, so again, as a result of doing one thank you note a day, you will be able to, as I say, create this amazing professional relationship created on what you want. Okay. And again, people are doing it. Mark Zuckerberg, this last year, he wrote a thank you note to 365 employees, and not his CEOs, but the people who are on the that were out there working for him, that were part of it, like the masses. And he just really wanted to get to know everybody in his organization. Jacqueline Onassis, she wrote thank you cards. There's so many people that you look at their programs and you see what they do. I just kind of wanted to cover, there's a couple different kind of programs out there if you wanted a formalized program, and I'm going to review them quickly for you. Okay, if you want more information, please let me know. I can give you a lot more information. Okay, there's Buffini, there's send out cards, there's ninja selling, and you know, again, every sales trainer says that you need to do these cards. So Buffini is, you know, actually is one of the first ways that I got connected to the cards again. He has beautiful cards. Brian Buffini, he's a sales trainer. The benefits, the pros of his are that they are beautiful cards, and there's a systemization with a membership to their program. The cons are you can't get the cards unless you are a member, and there's no branding of you. The branding is all Buffini. So for send out cards, which is what that little puppy card was, you know, the pros are they create the cards for you and they send them out. It could be easier for you. You just have to do it on your computer. You can use photos like these did, and those photos can be, you know, a really cool way of connecting. People love photos of themselves. You know, we're doing a road race this week, a bike race next week, and then the boat race. So we've got 3 different things going on in our community, and we're going to be taking lots of photos. So to be able to send a photo to that person of them in that race is something that's really special for them, and a very low dollar investment for you. So it's a high touch experience. So the cons of those are they are not handwritten, although they give you a font that is of your handwriting. They are not local, so the mail will come from somewhere else. And you need points and expenses to order, and it can get kind of tricky. The other pro on this is you can send little gifts. Like you can send cookies or bars or brownies or little medallions or all sorts of different things. So it's kind of cool. Ninja selling is another system. It's a great system. I think right here it says something about 2 thank you cards a day. But the cons are it's geared towards sales training and not to the consumer. Okay, and there's no cards as products. So you can pick ideas from there, but I don't think that it's comprehensive of what I'm talking about. And then there's Bold Day Challenge, which is our program. And the pros are it's brandable to you. So I will show you on the back of this card what the back of my brand looks like, right? So this is the back of the card. So when this person saves this beautiful card, what's going to happen is, you know, they're going to save it because it's cute and it's nice. And then when they need me, they'll have my information. Now, I showed you, all it has there is my website. It doesn't have like all of my contact info. I don't want to be like right down their throats, and I don't want it to be a business card, right? I just want them to be able to find me. You also, when you send out those cards, we create a database for you to save them. One thing that I've done a lot of in the past is I will write the same card twice because I didn't remember if I wrote it or not because I had the idea. So when I've tracked it, I won't do that again, okay? And I'll make sure that I'm spreading out who I'm sending them to. And in the meantime, I'm creating a list of people who now are people who I want to work with or may want to work with, and I have them all in one place, okay? And we have that available for you if you want. And then there's a free option. So on boldday.com, which is the website for this program, you can go, you can join for free, and there's also a community of people there, okay? And this is like just a little look about what that confidential tracker looks like. This is my tracker from a few years ago. Now I went back and I was highlighting it for, I was just segmenting it, you know, and so this is something that you can do also. So I segmented it, and it's like, I don't know if it was realtors, I don't know what it was I was actually segmenting it for, but you can play with it because it's yours, okay, and it's confidential. And then, so anyway, so the first thing to do is start, and what you want to do is you want to pick a card. I do a lot of creating by going good, better, best. Okay, so good is getting out there. It's definitely a start. Better is there's some sort of nuances that make it better. And then the best is like really utilizing your experience and your time to the max. So in this case, a good would be like a generic card that you can get like at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. You know, here's one I think I got at TJ Maxx. Right, kind of cute, right? Just it's generic, but it's cool. And it's a nice little message. I like those. That's good. And actually, that's actually the better. You know, the good would be just a plain thank you. I don't think I have any right here nearby, but you know what I'm talking about, like that you buy them in like 50 thank yous, you know. So, and then the best would be a custom card with your brand, you know, with a like I like images and I like inspiration, like this one, right? And then on the back, it has my call to action, all right, which is only who I am, right? So, anyways, you know, and those cards can be created right for you, and again, it shows right how to do it. So this is, again, a picture of the things, the good, the better, and then the best. So I always like to send a surprise, and one of those things that you see down there in that picture are a whole bunch of branded thank you, $5 Dunkin' Donuts cards, and then there's a prepaid Visa card there. So depending on what I'm thanking them for, I can also take like that extra like initiative and have it branded to me. So versus just a plain Dunkin' Donuts card, now they have one with my name and my business on it and maybe my face. And so when they're using it, they will remember me. Okay. And again, it's just a small thing. It costs a tiny bit more than just doing it regular. But again, shortcutting sabotage. This is such an easy program to shortcut. You could write out the same thank you notes to somebody. You could phone it in. You could not mention that special something. You could, so you dump write them, or you do labels and you just make it really generic. They won't open them. Right now, thank you cards have a 98% open rate. Okay, now there's no better marketing out there as far as getting in front of people. And people don't throw away thank you cards that have a beautiful message or a beautiful picture. So you are creating, this energy that's awesome. And as I say, this impacts a lot of different things. So you get impacted because your impact on their life is just immeasurable. You've really given them such a special gift. Your business, it's important for your business because they're opened, as I said, 98% of the time. And then your body, like when you're trying to catch somebody doing something right and you're in a state of gratitude, you've got endorphins through your body, you are now feeling better than you were feeling before. So there's a carryover effect in almost every aspect of your life. And so this just talks about, over the course, I've been doing this now for several years, and we've done it with 100 Days to Boldness, the Bold Day Challenge, this is the BBM 30, whatever it is. There's a lot of times that this is part of the program, and just the results have been, as I say, have been just amazing. And everyone always says, I got to get back to it. And I'm like, yeah, you got to get back to it, but you just have to make it part of your program, right? So 5 minutes, 10 minutes a morning, right? Or over coffee or at dinner when you're watching a TV show. Figure out a way that you can make it a habit. Okay, now the Bold Day Challenge offer was $97 for a year, and what that does is, as you can see, it gives you a few more things. There's also the free option, and honestly, if you're just starting out and I don't want you to spend money on things that are not important to you, but just get started. Let us help you with a free program. Get some accountability in there. One of the things we've learned with this challenge we're doing now is that accountability is huge. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It doesn't have to be any money. Sometimes a little contest is important, but in this case, like just give it a shot, okay? And again, who I am, just for those of you who may not know me, is my name is Kate Lanigan McGregor, and I have a business owner of a real estate company, a marketing company, and a real estate school and training center. So I feel like that real estate marketing and education, that three-legged stool kind of adds balance and depth and just a really comprehensive way to be able to serve you. Here's where you can find me. I am always available. I love to connect with people, and this is like just so exciting to me to be able to help you in this way. So anyways, please check out boldday.com. This is Kate Lanigan McGregor. Let's finish up our BBM 30 strong.